Hey y'all, how you doing? Okay. Y'all can see me? I hope so. All right, so I have my self-care mask going on here. If you don't know me, you should know me. I am Empress Miss Mo, your fairy god cousin. And this is Spiritual Street Report, where us big steppers don't play. We don't like to play. We never did play. We take our life real serious around these parts, okay? Period. So I am want to go ahead and say I do thank y'all so much and appreciate y'all for tuning in. I am new to the live scene up here on YouTube. Okay. So I'm trying to really learn YouTube, so bear with me, y'all. We're going to keep it real cool and copacetic. Spirit guides, my ancestors and my ancestors only, give me the messages for the collective, the Big Stepper Squad that's in the building, who needs the insight that they need with no judgment. What is going on today that we need to know to keep us 5 steps ahead of our enemies, our frenemies, and all these scallywags out here in these worldwide streets. Period. Point blank. Okay? Let's go. Yep. Burn some love in this space. Put some love in this space. Once again, y'all, I do have my lavender dipped incense available for those who need to put some protection in their life, who needs to or wants to protect their household and their finances. Okay? They are dipped incense with the intention of protecting your finances, your mind, your body, your heart, and your soul. Period. Point blank. Ashay. Let's get going here. Let's see what we got going. Yeah. Check the energy. Thank you, Spirit. Shadow came out. Billionaire. Feral. In other words, scallywag. What? Black square. Okay. What else? And narcissistic. Okay, so the spirit, the energy here is that there's somebody in the back shadows in their black square watching you. Watching you influence billions of people, getting the message across in some type of way, one way or another. Don't matter what you're doing. Community events, community something. Okay, building a community. Okay, being part of your community. They watching you influence the masses. Okay, they can see a vision of what you can turn into, what you can do. They can see it. They can see you more than you see yourself. Yep. But this is the cold part about it. This narcissist. Okay. And when you see how the mirror, how they're focusing on something, but then again, it could be projection. Okay. This narcissist, I'm feeling like a feeling of they projected something on you that made people pretty much abandon you, neglect you. Okay. You got kind of like blackballed out somewhere. Okay. Somebody tried to blackball you or push you out or create a narrative on you. Okay. A narcissist did this to you. Said that you were something that you weren't, said that you were who they were. Okay. All right. And they forced you out, neglected you. Okay. Pushed you out like a scallywag, like you was a scallywag. Okay. This is what I'm getting here. Now they're looking at you. You got blackballed out. You walked away peacefully. You said, okay, fuck you. All right. They said, fuck you. You said, okay, I'll take the fuck. Okay. That's what you did. That's what you did. You went ahead and took it on your chin. Okay. You picked up your jaw and you kept it pushing. You hear me? Because you realize these are small town people anyway. Who cares? How many other people in the world? You said billions. There's billions of people in the world. Who are these small town folk? Nobody. So you got serious about taking care of yourself. You focused only on yourself. You see how that alien, okay, you got the third eye right there. You focus on your third eye, your third mind. You started self-educating, self-developing, self-inspiring, okay, self-motivating. Hello? Wow. I can relate to this shit right here, y'all. Okay, this is relatable to a lot of us big steppers. We all pretty much went through this shit. It's kind of giving the dark night of the soul energy that we had to go through on our own. Wow. Yeah. And then you developed even more spiritual gifts when this happened. They didn't think that was going to happen. They didn't see ahead of time. They wasn't thinking ahead of time. They was looking at that little square that they was in. See, y'all was in this square. It was real small. Look at that square. But to a small time person, this is a big square to them. But for you, it was a small square. You said, okay, y'all can have that small square because there's billions of people out here. Okay. How many people was it, Spirit? 4 people that didn't like you. 4 people pushed you out. Hated your guts, to be exact. Didn't like you. So you said, oh, these 4 people versus billions of people out here? No worries. Okay. Fuck me, no, fuck you. Ooh, quit. Wow. This is what you gave. You said, okay, no worries. Yeah, fuck me, fuck you. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus on me and not you. Ooh, wait. And then meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and see the vision for myself and pursue. Ooh, wait, them bars. Wow. Yeah, these narcissists, these 4 narcissists was projecting this bullshit energy on you. Yeah, and then called themselves neglecting you, treating you like a stray cat, okay? And now, look, what that mean? I don't know what that means. We're going to find out, though. Y'all ready for the next round? Let's see what's going on. Okay, y'all see what's going on. Y'all check out the play. What's going on? What this got to do with the big steppers? Okay, we walked away. We minded our business. We sipped our tea. Okay, we drink our coffee. We drink our juice. What does it got to do with us? Okay. Seriously, we picking up all these cards. Oh, wait. That's what we're going to do. I got how many decks on the table? Y'all own about 63 decks. of cards. Okay. And every month I switch them out. So you know, tell what you're gonna see on this table month to month. Okay. Period. So what's this got to do with us? What's going on here? Can we see why? Can you tell us why they pushed out the Big Stepper? Or does that matter? It's just the fact that we all know they're narcissists. Okay, we know why they're narcissists. But why though? We do want to know. You know we are. Okay, communicate. Because you're a divine feminine. Or you a divine masculine who's dating a divine feminine. Ooh, wait. Okay. What else, Spirit? Because some type of wait a minute. Hold on, let me clarify what I'm looking at here. Hold on. Let me make sure what I'm seeing is what I'm seeing, y'all. What is that? Where's it go? There it go. Okay. This is what the lick read right here. Okay. They pushed you out because they was jealous about your freedom with the Sagittarius energy. You got a boss chick Sagittarius energy. Okay. You may have even Sagittarius in your chart. Okay. You got an energy that's unmatched. Okay. You free to say what you want to say, do what you want to do, wake up when you want to wake up. I mean, you got your finances, you're financially free, okay? Or you could just be just a really good budgeter. Some people just know how to use what they got, baby. You can't knock it. Some people know how to use what they got to get what they need and sometimes what they want. It's not always about what they want. It's most of the time about what they need. Do I need this? Okay. And so they spend most of their time making sure they got what they need. And so it looks wealthy from another person's perspective. You see what I'm saying? Because they got what they need. So anything that comes about with the wants, it's like, okay, I got everything I need. Now I can think about the wants. Or, you know, the wants just come along for you. Okay. You got the gift of gab. You know how to communicate with people. Okay. You probably is very free with your words. Okay. You don't really think so hard about what you got to say before you say it. Okay. And some people see that as a flaw. But nowadays, today, day and age, it's kind of looked upon as being authentic. It's the side effects of being human. And so it's like, okay, this person is not a robot. This is a real person we're dealing with. And you know, people like that about you. Okay. People like your authenticness that you, even if you stutter, you could just keep talking and not be ashamed of that stutter. Okay. This is what I'm hearing. All right. Peep this out. Eve, divine feminine awakening. Yeah. Because you are divine feminine or you a masculine that dated a divine feminine that was jealous of these women. These had to be women that pushed you out, Big Stepper. Or could be maybe a few men in it. Two men, two women, one man, three women, four women, one man, something like that. Okay. But no matter what, these are feminine energies. Even if it's a man, he's a feminine man, a feminine male. They were jealous that you had a beautiful divine feminine that you married or loved or cared for. Okay. Or you could be a divine feminine that was just a beautiful and sexy, you know, down to earth single lady. Okay. Walking to the beat of your own drum. Very beautiful. Okay. You didn't need much to be beautiful. You didn't need a whole lot. But if you did the whole nine, you'll be like drop dead, like movie star, Tiana Taylor level. Okay. If you wanted to go that deep, you could, you know, and I think they seen that in you. Yeah, these people, you definitely had a Sagittarius, very much joyful. You were very happy. Okay. And the thing about it is, even though you had financial, you wasn't the most financial secure person, okay, but you were the happiest person. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, and this is kind of what the energy I felt from the get go with this particular spread, y'all. Okay, with this deck, it's like you worked with what you had, but you made the best. You made your struggle look so good. It looked good, like you a real empress energy out here. Okay, you make something turn into you turn nothing into something. You could turn a food box pantry meal into a gourmet chef uh bon appetit dinner. You just know how to work it, baby. Wow. Work it. If it's worth it. I put my thing down, flip it in reverse. It. Oh my goodness. Now I know what she's saying. I didn't understand what she was saying, y'all. Did y'all understand what Missy Elliott was talking about? I didn't understand until I got this reading. She said, I put my thing down, flip it in reverse. It. Well, she's saying that if it's worth it, let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it in reverse. It. She's saying, like, if it's something that you see value in, and if it's something that it's not for everybody. Once again, you a person that walks off the beat of your own drum. So if you see value in something, you're gonna take it and you're gonna make the best out of everything that you have. I don't care what it is. Everybody can laugh. It don't matter. I see value in it, so I'm gonna work with it. And you can turn that supposed worthless thing into a multi-million-dollar treasure. This is the type of person you are. Okay, very trendy is what I heard. You create your own words, you just whatever. You flow with life, baby. Yeah. I love that. Okay. That's big stepper style right there. I love that, y'all. People are angry. They got angry about this. Anger. They got angry but this is the problem. They meddled into your life. They meddled into your life. They meddled into your life, honey. Okay, they wasn't supposed to go too deep in your life. They got too much information, or maybe you said something that you wasn't supposed to say. Okay, with the communication card, they found out something about you that they wasn't supposed to know about you. See, they liked you better when they thought that you really probably either really had the money, or they felt better about the fact that they thought that you were poor or something like that. They felt more secure around you knowing that you probably needed them. But when they found out that you really didn't need them, it made them really angry at you. Because they're thinking like, man, if I had your life, I would be doing this and doing that. Why are you here? This is the energy here. Okay. Soul ascension. Okay. You were there to extend themselves, to extend yourself, to be of service. That's all it was. You wanted to extend your spiritual resume. Oh my God. What? That's the only reason why you just felt like you wanted to extend yourself, work in an area or to work with people or collaborate with folks, that you probably would never have really truly worked with or established yourself with. Okay, this is what it's looking like. This could be people that you either that you work with or go to school with, co-workers, colleagues, something like that here. Let's see what happened in here. Yeah, you just wanted to be of service. That's all. Finding something to do. Keep yourself busy. Yeah, you was very anointed. The anointed, okay? You changed a lot of people's lives. Okay? This experience was supposed to change your life as well. Okay. You knew it would, but you didn't know how. Okay. And I think Spirit wants to talk about that. Yeah, they were spying on you too much. Meddling into your personal life is what made them jealous. If they would never got too deep into your personal life, if they would never research you, if they would never been trying to figure out more than what they should know, they would never got jealous. It would have been cool if they would have just accepted you in that space. Okay. But they got too deep into your business. They should never went so far into your lifestyle. Because y'all didn't have the same lifestyle, looks like to me. Okay. You was trying, it says giving it time. Everything will divinely grow in time. Let things flow. That's what they should have did. You was doing this, letting things grow, letting yourself flow. You was developing yourself, self-discovering yourself, or self-discovering, evolving, educating yourself, doing whatever you need to do to be, a better person, a better partner, a better colleague, a better business partner. You was trying to be better in the workplace. You want to do better. Okay, that's what it shows here. You want to work with these people. What you did was not because of them. You just did it for yourself. But they couldn't go with the flow. They didn't know how to. Wow. Okay. So you knew your life would change. How did your life change dealing with these people? Oh, okay. You end up dating somebody. You end up meeting somebody there, or you and your person end up getting married, or y'all end up getting serious while you were at service or in service, or your love life blossomed. Okay. I think they were, was they investing into your love life? They were researching your love life, and they found out your love life was incredible. It was jealous of your love life. Oh, so not only were you just a good worker, you probably was a really good person of service, a good volunteer, or whatever this is right here. You worked very well with them. That wasn't what it was. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. They was like, okay, this person is just too good to be true. Thank you, Spirit. They said this person's too good. Let's find out more about this person. So they was trying to dig up dirt on you. Okay. And they found out about your spirituality, okay, with the Soul Ascension card on the board here, on the table. And then they also found out about your relationship, that your relationship was solid and wonderful and beautiful and spiritual. And they try to say that you put some type of love spell on your partner, that you did love spells, or that you probably were doing love spells on them, or some weird ass rumor they was trying to place on you. Okay. So they went off and gossiped about this to other people. They found out what the other side of your lifestyle. They found out the flip of the coin. Okay, they discovered that other side of the coin is what I heard. And they went off and they spreaded the rumor on you. Okay. And so you decided to leave because it was just too much drama. It's too much. You let go. Okay. Because it was like either I'm going to let go of me, who I am, or I got to let go of these people. And I don't know these people enough to let go of me. Ooh, wait. Yikes. Let's keep it a buck here. I don't know them enough to sacrifice and take a gamble on them. I wouldn't put my money on these people. I don't know who they are. I don't know them. Wow. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my... I want to put some stuff on my face. Okay. Y'all like, I don't know them. Yeah. I'm gonna put some stuff on my face. Yeah, you like it's not worth it. So y'all, you walked away, y'all. That's what I'm looking at. Is this correct? Now, if you can resonate with this story, go ahead. You know what to do. Okay? Let me know what happened. Is that right? Okay? Y'all go ahead and like and subscribe. Share. Hit that bell so you can know when I'm on live. Okay, a lot of my people like to be incognito. They don't really want nobody to know that they watching, who they watching. So y'all probably watching me and I just can't see you. So for those who in the outside looking in, hey, you welcome here too, baby. Okay, it's all good. Let's keep going here. Okay, so what is it? So you walked away. Talk about when you walked away. Next step. What is this, Spirit? Show us what you need to know. So now they know that you're doing you, but how did this all work out? Okay, what happened when you walked away, or before you walked away? What is this? Page of Cups in reverse. Somebody try to tempt you into some type of disastrous situation. Somebody try to tempt you to do something or act out of character, okay? With the Page of Cups in reverse, with the Tower in reverse. Yeah, they wanted to create some type of false accusations. This Page of Cups in reverse also means somebody could be lying about something. So they lied on you, made some false accusations about something that you didn't do. They try to create or entrap you in some type of problem. Create a problem for you, some type of problem. What kind of problem, Spirit? Yeah, but you didn't give it to them. You didn't give them what they wanted, okay? They was in competition with you. I don't know why they felt like they had to compete with you, but they was in competition so bad that they felt like they had to lie about who you was to make themselves look good, okay? To paint you out to be a bad person. They was very biased towards you, okay? They didn't like you because of, not only are you really a good person, you live a good lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle, you have a good person, your dating and love life is amazing. You had everything that they didn't have. Okay, that's all it was. Okay, you just didn't, y'all did not match the same lifestyle. I mean, it was just that simple, y'all. Okay, they were totally opposite from you. Okay, y'all didn't even hang with the same people. I mean, it maybe be one person that was connected. It looked like they were probably connected to maybe one person that really didn't even know you. It was just like crazy. Like y'all did not walk the same path or anything like that. Don't cross the same roads. Don't know the same people. Did not grow up with the same people. Okay. These people try to make you be unreliable. They try to paint you to be unreliable. In reality, you are very reliable. So they try to switch your character. If you could have had a great work ethic, and they'll say that you were lazy, that you never finished your work. Everything that you really stood for, they said everything opposite. Okay, they knew you had a good relationship. They said you had a horrible relationship. You was faithful to your person. They said you was cheating on your person. Okay, this is the type of stuff right here. These people was completely they just lied, like big time liars. I mean, oh my God, I never seen nothing like this before. This is like some shit I don't think the movies have never seen no shit like this. I think the movies have not even matched this type of jealousy. Okay, and these are 4 people that did this. 4 people ganged up together and I'm talking about serious about destroying your reputation. Okay. My question is, who the hell? Why? I mean, who is they going to tell? I mean, what? I'm so confused to figure out, like, why do they think they're so important? Okay, I'm confused about that. That throws me off. Excuse me. The Ace of Pentacles. It has something to do with power. Okay, you had the power for something. They didn't want to tell you the power that you possessed, or there was some type of financial gain, okay, that they wanted. They could have got paid to do this to you. Somebody probably the person that really hates your guts probably paid them to do this to you, okay, and they took the money. Because once again, I mean, if you are working with what you got, I mean, imagine if they're opposite from you. That means these people are damn near in poverty. They're barely getting gas at the gas station. Okay. This is not people that probably put like $4 in the pump, putting 1 gallon worth of gas just to hope that it gets them back and forth to work for 2 days. Okay. This is the type of energy we're dealing with. These are really, really low vibrational, poverty people. Okay. That you were dealing with and partnering up with. Okay. Wow. Wow. Yeah, they think that you didn't see them. Yeah, this had to do with work. I can't make this up. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. This is about a work situation. It was a skill. They was jealous of your skills. You had a skill that they wish they had, or you overcame this horrible reputation they try to place on you. Okay. Whatever it is they try to do, people didn't believe them. All right. They acted like they believed them, just to kind of like, oh yeah, but they didn't really in their heart believe whatever they said. It just didn't make no sense. I don't think these people knew who you were when they attacked you like this. I don't think they really knew who you were, and you didn't know who they were. Okay. But then over time you realize these were nobodies. These are like, oh, these ain't no, oh please, whatever. They want to be more than who they are. They're not who they are. They don't got the girth, the work ethic, the integrity to be you. This is what this was all about. This was about the fact that you were very trustworthy. People trusted you and loved you. Okay, people really honored you, and they hated that. They was jealous of that. You had great work ethic, honorable work ethic, top notch. Accuracy was 100%, probably 99 point or 97.9. You know what I mean? Accuracy. When it came down to what you did for a living or whatever you did in this space. Okay, they was jealous of your skills. Okay. They wanted you to doubt yourself. They wanted people around you to doubt you. Okay. They wanted to, thank you, Spirit. They wanted to snatch away the way people looked at you. So it would snatch away your opportunities. They thought that maybe they can take your skills, adopt them as their own, and be you, and take your opportunities from under you. They wanted to take away your opportunities. They knew with or without them, you would do good. So they wanted to make sure that if you were to walk away, that you cannot evolve or elevate over them. Wow. Let me see what else. Yeah, because you was a star. You was very inspirational. You brought a lot of hope to people. You poured into people. Okay. You loved on folks in the right way. Okay. Just because you were beautiful don't mean that you was a pervert. It was nothing perverted about you. Okay. I can't say that about these people that talked about you. Big Stepper. These people that did this, remember, they was totally opposite from you. So imagine you being just a real innocent-minded, clear-minded, positive thinker. Imagine all the shit that goes on, all that gunk that's in their brain, those gunky thoughts that they have. These people are unpurified folks. So everything they thought you were like them. No, you're not like them. But they kind of knew you wasn't like them. That's where the jealousy came in. See, it would have been cool if you were like them. When they found out you were really nothing like them, for real, they couldn't relate to you. Okay, and so they hated on you. Okay, you were in recovery. Okay, that's what it was. You were sober, clean and sober. Okay, you got away from these people. Okay, you walked away. You started taking care of yourself, and you focus on your health and recovery. You maybe would have been a type of person to ride solo dolo and always focusing on yourself. Once again, that brought a lot of animosity on them. They just didn't like you. You was too good. Some people's like that, y'all. Some people really just don't like good people, y'all. I'm telling you. I mean, when I was out in the streets in my past life, I was a hellion, right? In my past life, man, listen here. I was a hellion. I ain't gonna hold you now. And I was an alcoholic. Okay, let me just be 100 with y'all. Big time alcoholic. Okay, like a traditional person from the hood is. Okay, come on. I just didn't know when to stop. The party just never stopped with me, right? Okay, this is past life stuff, y'all. This is like 10 years plus back. Okay, and so I remember being invited to so many beautiful parties, being invited to so many different spaces, and the first thing I thought about was, is there alcohol there? And I would ask people. They're like, oh, Mo, come to my baby shower. And I'd be like, is it alcohol there? And they said, no, it's no alcohol. It's baby shower. Oh, never mind. I'm not going. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't hang. Like, somebody, oh, I'm sober. I don't drink. We're not friends. I don't like you. Automatically. It's an automatic hell no. You know. And that's just, imagine me being an alcoholic moving like that. All birds flock together, right? And so I want to be around people who like to do what I wanted to do. You were around people who was opposite from you, Big Stepper. You didn't drink or smoke. They did drink and smoke. Okay. They wanted to inspire to be you, but then again, they had the guts to be you. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of guts to be sober, y'all, to live a sobriety lifestyle. A lot of guts, a lot of willpower. You got to be a strong individual, y'all. Ain't nothing weak about a person who doesn't drink. I'm telling you, I used to think they were squares. Oh, you're a square. No, the real squares is the people who drink. I'm being honest with you. Y'all just fucking squares, okay? Teach his own. But if you take a drink, that's cool. I'm not knocking that. But what I'm getting at is here, these people knew that you were not a pedophile, you were not a weirdo, you were not a jealous person, you was not a murder, unaliver, you was not a downer, Debbie Downer, you were not desperate, you were not all the stuff that they was. And so automatically, spiritually, energetically, you were already energetically like royalty in that space. And they hated that. And so they had to get you up out of there, baby. Okay? Because you can't be the royal queen in there. They want to be the royals. Okay? And it looks like to me that you accepted this. You said, okay. Once again. You didn't fight with this shit. You said, no, thank you. Okay, I'll go walk away. I'll take these knives out my back and go heal over here. And keep doing the same shit I've been doing. Matter of fact, I'm going to up the ante. And I'm going to make sure that every aspect of my life, and that now I will start hanging with people who is just like me. Just like how y'all want to hang with people just like you. Dirty, rotten scandals, scallywags. Dirty, rotten scallywags want to hang with each other. Okay, so me, a righteous, royal, divine feminine, I want to hang around other divine feminines like myself who's spiritually inclined and love talking about the grace of God. Wow. Come on, spirit. Come on now. Wow. Talk about that. I love talking about miracles. Wow. Let's clear the board. Let's get to another deck. Another deck is calling on to me. What's the deck calling on? Wow, y'all. Okay. Let me go to this one. No. We'll do this one. Yeah. So now what, Spirit? Okay, we know that these people's watching. They're mad. Okay, they're angry. Are they angry? I don't know. Did we see that earlier? Was that what it was? No, they was just watching. Okay, I don't know if they're angry or not. Okay, so let me not put no words in my ancestors' mouth. So, okay, I'm gonna pick up my chin on that one. Because I don't know if they actually angry. I don't really know. I can't really feel the emotions. Let me go ahead and use this deck. So what's up? Okay, Big Stepper walked away. These scallywags stayed where they was at. She minded her business, or he minded his business, married the person that they love. What's the deal? Okay, King of Coins. 3 of Swords in reverse came out. What's the dealio here? Okay, Ace of Coins came out. Yeah, Big Stepper went to go get some money. I mean, like, what else is a person supposed to do? I mean, what I'm supposed to do? Huh? Big Stepper, what you gonna do? You gonna go get some money, right? Ain't that how it works? Okay, Big Stepper went to go get some money, y'all. Okay. That's what happened. Big Stepper walked away. She went solo dolo. Minded her beautiful business, her sanctified, delivered, divine business, and went to go get some paper, some Fetty, some divine cream. Okay. Period. Period. Point blank, baby. That's what the Big Stepper did. Okay. And while they did that behind the scenes, Big Stepper was really hurt. Big Stepper, you were hurt about this shit on the low key. I mean, did it damage you for a long time? No, but I mean, you was low. It did something to you. You know what I'm saying about how low and dirty. Okay, Spirit, what is it? Because it's something inside. Yeah, Big Stepper went to get some money. Okay, you went to go ahead and got some money to keep yourself comfortable. You didn't waste no time when it came down to making a major power move for yourself. Okay, discreetly, it looks like to me. Yeah, 9 of Cups. I can't make this up. You already had something in the making. You already had opportunities already that these people didn't even know about. Either way it goes, you would have had the opportunities with them or without them. It don't matter. It was already in the mix. Okay, and you already made a decision. You made a major decision. You were sad because these people was disloyal to you. You thought these scallywags was your friends, Big Stepper. Wow. You really thought they was your friends. You thought they was your sisters. Like there was some people that you could really, or if you found your tribe, you thought you found your tribe. Wow. Mm. You thought no matter what, I know they love me. I love them. I'm a ride for them. Like you really thought that these were your tribal people. And you thought about that shit and you said, wow. Now I really got to re-examine my judgment. It's not the fact you didn't trust your judgment, Big Stepper. That's what I'm feeling here. It's the fact you like, okay, why did I think that these people would be loyal to me? Okay, what is about them? I thought they would really be loyal to me. And that's when you came up with your new set of rules, your new way of vetting the people that comes into your life now. Okay, because you realize you didn't really vet these people properly. And you also realize that you overshared, maybe you overshared is what I'm hearing. Okay, because you kept thinking about this stuff. Kept thinking about the betrayal and how did you allow these people to kind of like hurt your feelings, to get in your head? How do you allow them to get close to you in that type of proximity to try to hurt you in this way? It don't matter if it's your reputation or not. How did you allow these people to get that close to you when they didn't really invest in you? They didn't show you from the get-go that they really fucked with you like that. Okay, and you realize that you're like, oh my God, I gave them access to me, but they didn't really truly show that they love me or care for me. You know, there was no teamwork from the get-go. You realize that. 2 of Coins came out. Man, I cannot make this up. So you went off and got onto some money. You signed a few contracts. You gained lots of influence, money, lots of money. Okay, you changed the way you communicate with people, and you changed the vetting process. Okay, you change your vetting process. There's a lot of pentacles on this board, y'all. Okay, you change your vetting process. You say, okay, I'm gonna do this a different way. Next time people come in my life, I got to not test them because you grown and they grown, right? But I'm going to not be so quick to talk about certain things. Like there's a boundaries. You change. Okay, thank you, Spirit. You increase your standards and you set different types of boundaries. A different set of boundaries. You either upgraded your boundaries, rethought of your boundaries, reactivated your boundaries. I don't know. Whatever you want to say it. However you want to say it, right? That's going to be relevant to you. But you made a change about your perspective of life and who is allowed to get proximity in your life. Okay. Wow. You wanted control of who you work with moving forward, is what it comes down to. 9 of Swords came out. Okay. This actually, over time, you healed. Over time, you got better. You didn't take this shit out on nobody. You didn't. With the 9 of Swords in reverse, you kept this to yourself. You healed on your own. You did this. You did what you're supposed to do to heal, which means probably do what? 5 of Cups. That means you actually did go and talk to people about this, about your losses. You seek alternative help, which means not just praying to God, but you actually did turn to a therapist and cried about this. You talked to a psychiatrist about this shit, okay, that you've been through with these people. Okay. You spoke to a professional, multiple professionals about this shit that happened. And they gave you advice and they helped you get through this. Okay. How long did the Big Stepper take to get over this? Because it looks like y'all was really like anxiety. Like, 9 of Swords could also in reverse means anxiety, period. You went through a lot of anxiety because of that. You already was dealing with a lot of shit already. And that just really kind of put a bit of the icing on the cake, it looks like, about dealing with people. It took you 6 months to get over this. Wow. 6 months to finally be able to do what, Spirit? What exactly? 6 months to do what? We got the Page of Swords in reverse. For you to just kind of forget about it. Like these people is out of sight, out of mind. You don't think of these people anymore. You don't think of them anymore. You're out. You're not hiding. It's not like you was hiding. It was just that You was isolating yourself. You just didn't want to be bothered with people. That shit threw you for a loop. If I feel the energy of like someone who just don't want to be bothered with people. Like the trust of people out the door. It took a lot for you, a lot of therapy to be able to trust people again, or to just trust people to be who they are. You know what I mean? All right. And I think you are mentally healthy now, and I think you have always been enough to seek help. You always had it. It's just you didn't want this to become you didn't want to be bitter. Okay, so you did what you need to do to move on. So that means 6 months of stepping back from everything and everyone and just like, I'm cool, and just get your shit together mentally, emotionally. That's what you did. And it paid off. Because when you did that, what happened? When you did that, and you did a self-reflection on yourself, you became reliable again. You knew exactly what to rely on. It's like you rebuilt your resources. It's like you completely changed everything about yourself. You rebuilt yourself. Because you discovered during the therapy that you are, what you was doing even then, it's not what you really wanted to do. Wow. You wanted to do more. You wanted to do something different. Okay, you discovered what you really wanted to do, what your real passion was for life, in life. The Hierophant in reverse. Wow. Okay. Yeah. You got vulnerable and you realized that you did make some bad choices. You've seen the other side. There is things that you had to take accountability for, and that's just what you did. You had some bad advice given to you and you took it. You realized that there's other ways to do life than that one way. There's 9 ways to skin a cat. Okay, you don't have to do it that way or this way. You knew that you discovered that there's another way. You can create your own way. Oh my God. You don't have to be any other way. It's a new life. It's a new day. You can do life the way you want to. That's what you discovered. Okay. Wow. Give me another card, please, in this section. Wow. Yeah, 2 of Cups came out in reverse. These people broke the agreement with you. You realize that there's no excuses for what was done to you. And there's no coming back. And you forgive these people, but they would never be blessed with your presence again. You see the value in yourself, and you realize that you were taken advantage of, and that you were truly mistreated, and you deserve to feel what you feel. And I'm sorry what you went through, Big Stepper. I really, really, I'm happy that you grew up out of that. Okay. You realize, yeah, what you seen was what you seen, what you felt was what you felt was completely valid. You are fully validated for the way you handled this. And you did the right thing. Okay. All right. So then you started manifesting the life that you really want. Now that you know that that's not what you wanted, and then now you have an idea of who you are and what you truly want in your life and what you like. Hey, I like this. I like my friends to treat me like this. I like these type of people. You didn't know what kind of friends you like. You didn't realize that there's a group that just will never like you. And you got to stick to that and be honest about that. Could you really hang around weed heads when you're sober? It won't work. So you got to leave that alone. You left that behind. So you got into you tapped in and you manifested a life for yourself. No matter how, whatever it looks like, you knew it was going to look like nobody else's, but you manifested your own life. Yeah, and then you, of course, increase your standards. Okay, people who call themselves to be working with you, friends with you, dating you, whatever with you, they have to hold up to a certain type of standard. They have to meet certain requirements to even hang around you. Oh my God. Yikes. Yeah, you have a high standards. Real high standards now. Your standards is way up here. Because when you brought them down, you seen what happened. So you said, okay, I tell you what, I'm gonna go way up here, and whoever can meet me up here, they got it. You're not budging your standards. Oh my goodness. Come on, Spirit. That's beautiful. 7 of coins. I can't make this up. So you increase your standards and you don't hesitate to get to your money. You know, it's all about your money and it's all about your wellness, and you ain't budging for nobody. You are not budging this. This is stern. This is end all be all. Done. It's a done data. Okay. Ain't no budging this. This is on period. Okay. What they call period. No comma. Okay. And where the comma's at. Okay. Where the dollar's at. Okay. That's just where, if it don't make money, it don't make sense. It's where your mind is. Okay. Wow. Okay. So Spirit, let's go ahead and keep it going. We're going to go ahead and end this message with a few more or something else here. Let's go ahead and pull out of, let's see what this is all about. Spirit wants me to pull some affirmations. You guys should really know what's some affirmations that you want to take with the big steppers, that you want to give to the big steppers. Y'all, please make sure you like and subscribe. Click that bell so you can know when I'm on live. I will be on live on weekends. On the weekdays, I'm on live as well, but in the mornings, in the early hours. Okay. In the weekends, it's a little sporadic. There's no set time, but you know how it goes. Spirit says, go ahead and lay your foundation down. Okay. You setting the standards for yourself. You fixing your boundaries, rebuilding yourself is setting a foundation. Spirit wants to tell you that you have a strong foundation right now. Can nobody penetrate it? Okay, so don't you worry, big stepper. Okay, Spirit wants you to know this, that you are radiant. You are a radiant being of light, love, and joy. You can say this to yourself. I am a radiant being of light, love, and joy. This is what you are. Don't let nobody convince you otherwise. Okay? You really are. Spirit says you are a queen. Oh, God. You are a queen, big stepper. You are somebody that set the standards. You set the trends. You are well connected. People want to learn from you. You have a lot to offer. You are royalty. You really are. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different, big steppers. Is there anything else? Okay, last but not least, I give myself grace when I make mistakes and veer off my divine path. I give myself grace when I make mistakes and veer off my divine path. Give yourself grace, big steppers. You deserve it. Look, and I do not welcome things into my life that dull my magnificence and stunt my ascension. Ooh, wait. Y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. I am Empress Miss Mo, your fairy god cousin. This is the Spiritual Street Report. Please make sure you click the bell, like, subscribe, head over to my main page of my channel, click the details of my profile. My bio have everything you need to know about me, how to book a reading, where to find me in the week, on the weekdays and on the weekends. Okay. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Bye-bye.